I waved goodbye to my friends as I stepped off the bus and headed to my house. I was super excited to get home and see my parents. They hadn't talked much at all yesterday. As a matter of fact, they just stayed in their bedroom all day. They hadn't been feeling well. I ran up the stairs of the front porch and swung the front door open with a big cheesy grin on my face. However, when I opened the door, there was no one in the den. The television was off and the house seemed to be abnormally quiet. I took a step in and started calling out. "Mom? Dad?" I called. I knew they were supposed to be here. Dad had the day off and Mom didn't have any plans with her girlfriends until next week, right? I placed my backpack on the ground next to the couch and walked into the kitchen to check the calendar. October 5th. I was right. Dad took this day off so him, Mom, and I could go see a movie together. They've got to be here somewhere, I thought to myself. Then it hit me. School let out early today because of a busted water pipe. I looked at the watch on my wrist. It's only 12 o'clock. They may still be sleeping. I headed back through the den and slowly opened their bedroom door. Surely enough, there they lie. A sigh of relief escaped my mouth, and my grin returned. I tiptoed over to my mom's side of the bed and pulled the covers back. I was greeted with the same sight as the day before. She lay there motionless, eyes glazed over, mouth agape. Her skin was a pale white and her hair was beginning to thin. The soup I gave her yesterday sat on the bedside table. It was stale now, and she hadn't even touched it. I'm beginning to think they don't want to feel better. I placed the cover back over her head, grabbed the old soup, and left the room, slowly closing the door behind me. I decided not to wake either of them, considering they must need their sleep. I'm sure they'll be up for it tomorrow. Until then, I have a ton of psychology homework to be done. We're doing this paper on people who have some type of disorder causing them to live in denial of something, even some of the most obvious things. I couldn't imagine living like that. Brother dear, today's the day. Why, sister dear, what's that you say? You promised me that we'd go out. What's this you're going on about? To play with other girls and boys. But sister dear, they're not your toys. No, silly brother, at the park. But sister dear, it's getting dark. Oh, of course, my dear, that time's the best. They'll all be going home to rest. That's why I like to join the fun. In the dark, they'll have to run. I'm the best at hide and seek. Along the monkey bars you'll creep. And when I catch them, I can't wait. Such a young and gruesome fate. If I'm lucky, they'll be slow. All it takes is one swift blow, tumbling down the seesaw blade. We'll see if any take the bait. One or two I'll leave for last. Kill them slow, I'll kill them fast. Well, brother dear, that all depends, whether or not they're both your friends. If they're my friends, I'll kill them first. And treat the snobby brats the worst. I'll make them suffer, sob, and bleed. Thus ignorance should further breed. I'll choke them, hang them from the slide. Against their skin my blade will glide. Don't bleed them out, dear, that's no fun. Would you rather use a gun? The nail gun, brother, why use that? It gives that satisfying splat. No, my dear, we can't be hasty. The metal makes the flesh more tasty. That may well be, but all the same, I know I'll play your game. I can't wait to hear them screaming. You're so cute when you're daydreaming. If we don't hurry, they won't be there. To lose our victims won't be fair. I'll get my shoes, my coat and hat. I'll bring my handy baseball bat. I can't wait, brother, we're on our way. We get to hear them scream today. Have you ever had the feeling that you're being watched? I'm sure you have. Everyone has had this feeling. It doesn't matter if you're old or young. You're being watched all the time. It will be lurking around your house, around places you often go to. People will call you crazy. Maybe you are. Maybe you're not. But I can tell that this person is real. I'm sure you all think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Because after all, your sanity is the only thing that keeps things away. When you lose your sanity, it'll eat you alive. Not from the outside like some kind of cannibal. It will eat you from the inside out, starting with your brain, ending with your soul. When it reaches your soul, your life will slowly fade away. The fastest option is to kill yourself. If you don't commit suicide, your life will pass slowly, very slowly. Seconds will feel like minutes. Minutes will feel like hours and hours. Hours will feel like days. When you feel like a week has passed, while you sit in a darkened room waiting for the end, you will see that you only sat there for 12 hours. You will probably have a mental breakdown, and you scream for someone to end this. That's the sign for this thing to start. Its horrible hobby. He will walk into your room, staring at you with a freezing look. The longer you stare in its eyes, the weaker you get. You can't scream, can't move, you can't even breathe. Just when you think you're gonna die, he will come closer with his face, saying, "Boo." You will pass out and wake up in a hospital. You have been cut up, and the people at the hospital are stunned by the fact you survived all of this. A doctor walks to you. He grabs you by the throat and starts choking you. He will come close with his face, saying, "Boo." That will be the last thing you will remember, as you will slip into a coma. No one can save you. You will slowly die, suffering. You're probably wanting to know how I know this. Well, I'm one of its victims. The first one who didn't go insane, and now I'm telling the world about this. So, the next time you feel like you're being watched, run for your life and don't ever look back. If you like what you heard, please like, subscribe, and